Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to make the links a little bit more effective on a Google Slide game. So on here, we can see that there's a text box and there's a shape. And so these are different elements at the moment. So when I present this game, I can click there and it will work. But what we probably need to do so things don't get messed up is to actually add the text to the shape. So I'm going to take that text box off and delete it by hitting delete on my keyboard. Now, if I use the right click on my touchpad or my mouse, it brings up a menu and one of the options is edit text. So I'm going to edit the text and I'm going to put the answer 1 in there. Now that's very small, so I want to make it bigger. And I want to put it in the middle, so I'm going to pop it in the middle there, and I'm going to make sure that it's in the middle vertically as well. I'm also going to make sure that I've chosen a font style that is going to be interesting for the person playing my game. So now what happens is if I move this anywhere around the page, the number and the shape go together. Whereas this one here, if I move it, then I have to move the number all the time and it gets very annoying. Now the other thing that I'm going to show you is how we can line up all of these shapes so they're nice and neat. So I'm going to click with my left mouse and drag a rectangle, and can you see how that selects all of the shapes? Now I'm going to go up to Arrange and I'm going to align them and see how the picture here has everything lined up in the middle. So when I click on that, it puts them all nice and neat. So I can move them. See how that little box is around all of the shapes still? I can move them as a group to wherever I want them in the page. Now the other thing you can look at, see when I move this, you get that little blue line in between the 1 and the 2. That shows me that the distance between the objects is the same. So see how we have 2 blue lines? That tells me the distance between 1 and 2 is the same as the distance between 2 and 3. So it helps me make my page nice and aligned. So what I'm going to actually do is get rid of those text boxes in there. Now remember, I'm going to right click, edit text, and I'm going to put 2 in here. Now I need to make sure that I've used the same font style. So I'm going to use that caveat brush. Here, remember it's right click, edit text. I'm going to put that number in and change the size and center it. Okay, so now if I wanted to move them anywhere, I can. Remember those little blue lines come up to tell me the distance between the different shapes, and I can use that arrange tool and align to make sure they are all lined up. So there's some tips on just trying to make your slide, the layout on your slide a little bit neater. Also just remember, let's work on having really large text so that the person playing your game will be able to see what they're supposed to be looking for. Okay, hopefully those tips will help you work on your game a bit more. Have fun!